Ladies and gentlemen, American Jury and Bulldog Nation, you already know all the crazy stuff that Joe Biden has done, all the crazy stuff Kamala Harris has done. I wrote this down on Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota since 1999. He let Minneapolis burn down. And after it was already burned down, then he sent in the National Guard. He had a policy of neighbors telling on neighbors with the strict COVID mandates and lockdowns in his state. He put tampons in male bathrooms. He supported law that says full sex changes for minors. He called socialism neighborliness. On the border wall, he said, how tall is the wall? I'd invest in a ladder factory to build ladders enough to go over the wall. He's for restricting gun access, green energy, full benefits for undocumented immigrants, free driver's license, health care, college, you name it. Minnesota is a sanctuary state, and Minnesota is one of like 6 or 7 states, no restriction on abortion up to birth. That's Tim Walz, Mr. Nice Guy out there with Kamala Harris. These two are insane. All right, Trump is now leading with Jewish voters in New York. Now, that hasn't happened forever. Now, you can understand why. But I still always wonder, like, why isn't he getting like 99% of them? But he is leading. Google is now been declared by a judge, as will go through the appeal process, a federal judge, that they are, in fact, a monopoly. Antitrust laws kicking in. Google's under fire. What this is all the money they got paid to be exclusives, like Apple pay them $25 billion a year. Trump, you ready for this? There was an Iranian he was an illegal backed by Iran to kill Trump. Can you imagine the number of people out there that have been signed up to do this? Elon Musk is going to interview Donald Trump on X. That ought to be a hell of a long interview, and that ought to be a well-watched interview. Musk is going after his advertisers. If you remember, once he bought X, the advertisers kind of all went against him, and he's going to fight back. You can't make this up. Kamala won, and I saw the video. Kamala was talking to some people about the cloud, the storage cloud, and she literally spoke of it as being up above us in a cloud. She wants to be president. She is vice president. I mean, this is nuts. You want Laugh-O-Matic to be our president? I'll tell you right now, if 50% plus one vote for and elect Kamala as president of the United States, we are done. Now, I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to go, I'm going to leave. I'm just going to stick it out here and watch it all crash around me. It's insane. Hezbollah hit northern Israel. I'm telling you, they're playing footsie. You never know, like, what's really going on. Like, say, okay, listen, we're going to throw a bomb at you, and then we're going to all stop, okay? I mean, seriously, this is the goofy stuff they do. All right, violent Venezuelan gang, like the worst violent Venezuelan gang, is in the United States now. Can you imagine, Jamie, how would you stop, unless you had an AR-15, if a violent gang showed up to your house? What would you do if 10 or 20 guys, now, Kenton County Police are pretty close. If you called 911, you would probably get some relief. But isn't that scary to think about?
Yeah, you'd be dead before the police got there.
Yeah.
I would do my best. I would fight for my life.
Right. But isn't that scary, though?
Yeah. Okay.
These gangs. And what they did, they bust into stores, and the store people can't control them. 20 people go into Kroger's over here. Nobody's going to stop them.
I got 2 vicious dogs, though, so...
All right. Yeah, your dog. They only bite women in the face. Cori Bush lost her election in a primary in Missouri. See ya, second squad member to go down. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Do not be an unmuzzled, fusty canker blossom. Well done, Jamie Spindley, for the Shakespeare insult of the day. gentlemen, American cheering Bulldog Nation, welcome to Eric Deters Local News. Well, Matt Bevan's adopted son, who's now a ward of state in Jamaica, he was down there in some home that was like awful, is saying that Matt Bevan adopted him simply for the photo ops and doesn't really care about him. Ooh, ouch. Matt Bevan has crashed and burned like no politician ever has in the state of Kentucky. Heartland Bank has been sold to a German-American bank for $300 million. Do you know who owns Heartland Bank? They only had 4 brick and mortars. That's Henry Fisher, Fisher Homes Bank, doing all the mortgages. So Fisher just got richer. All right, Girth, the Courier-Journal liberal reporter who's been promoting Andy for everything, for governor, for president, for vice president, has now switched to attorney general. That's what he wants Andy to get. Recreational pot went on sale. Have you all bought some pot over in Ohio? I have not.
No.
I do not plan to. I do not smoke pot. Do I chew it? I don't do gummies. I don't do pot brownies. I don't do it in any form. I bet you Sabrina does. I bet you her and Wes get stoned every night. What do you think?
No way. What if it was in a pie?
This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Jamie Spindley, and you're watching Eric Deters World News. Today's headlines. A hotel in Krog, Germany collapsed, resulting in 2 deaths and several people trapped inside. Rescue operations are still ongoing, but the cause of the collapse remains unknown. More information to follow. The Philippines, the United States, Canada, and Australia are conducting joint naval and air exercises in the South China Sea. This comes as China initiated its own patrols in the region, contested by several countries, including the Philippines and Vietnam. In other news, police in England are preparing for possible riots, with reports of up to 30 protests planned for the day. Nearly 6,000 police officers have been mobilised. Community Minister Jim McMahon warned that those involved in disruption will face severe legal consequences. And Israeli forces killed at least 10 Palestinians in occupied West Bank, according to the Palestinian Health Ministry. The Israeli military confirmed conducting 2 airstrikes in the northern part of the territory, targeting members of armed groups. That's the latest headlines for today. I will be back tomorrow. Cheerio.
The Reds beat the Marlins. The Reds beat the Marlins last night 8-2. Ella De La Cruz was 5 for 4, 2 straight nights. He's increasing his batting average and padding those stats. U.S. men beat Brazil, and guess what? Serbia came back and beat Canada, so it looks like the gold medal game will be USA versus Serbia and Djokovic. The White Sox won a game after 21 losses. They beat the Oakland A's. Mondo Duplantis, you ready for this? This is the world champion, record-setting pole vaulter. Young guy, he's like in his 20s. And after he won his gold medal, he got to go out with his Swedish model girlfriend. After he won that gold medal, I looked at my wife, I said, can you imagine the life he leads back in Sweden? He is a king. If you won a gold medal in the Olympics, Britt, and you went back to England, would you not be worshipped as a hero?
Most definitely.
All right, Billy Beane. This is the Oakland A's general manager forever and ever and ever. It's called Beanball. There was a movie about him. It was played by Brad Pitt. He passed away at 60 years old. I've lived 1 year longer than Billy Beane. And there's been worms reported in the Olympic food. Worms. And I'd like to report that over the last 104 games, I am beating Spindley 54-50. I have now surpassed my once teacher, and he's hating life. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, American cheering Bulldog Nation, welcome to Eric Deters Pop Culture. Journey has canceled their UK and Ireland tour. Apparently, the bass player who racked up $1 million on the band's credit card, the lead singer and guitar player and leader of the band, is not happy with him. And they tried to go on, but apparently it's just too much. All right, and Kellogg's laying off a whole bunch of people. They said cereal is on the outs. This is a terrible thing to be happening. We need Frosted Flakes, do we not? I don't eat cereal anymore, though.
Sugar Pops.
Just so you know. But we grew up on sugar cereal. What's wrong with it?
Damn straight.
Kellogg's. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.